Hello and welcome everybody back to Grounded 2. It feels like it has been quite a while since we've been here in Grounded. Partially because I did have to take a little bit of a break last week. I was feeling just a bit under the weather. And we also started a new series last week, checking out No Man's Sky and the brand new Voyagers update that added the playable Corvettes. So if you haven't checked that out and you are maybe interested in seeing another game here on the channel, be sure to take a look. But today we are back in good old Grounded 2, and it is time to head to the network center and finally confront the mysterious stranger. So we basically got all of our gear ready at the end of the last episode. I think we are pretty much ready to go. Everything is pretty well repaired. I think that we basically decided to go with the new wolf armor. It's going to be some tier 3 armor, so hopefully that's going to give us about the best defense that we can. The best defense that we can have, that is. And then let's look at our stat details here just for some of the effects that we've got. The set defense on this was the deadly venom, and melee hits might increase venom damage for a short duration. And we are going to get venom by doing dash strikes with dual weapons. So basically our best bet with this is going to be using the icicles if we're really wanting to take full advantage. I do also have our gloom skewer with us that we can use with our shield. I've got the bushwhacker bow, so that we can have that cheap shot if we want to kind of use that to open up a fight. And then our new mantis blade as well, that we got, taking on some of the first praying mantis that we've done in the game at the end of last time. Let's see, I did cook up a bit of new food here as well so that we can have some different buffs available. So we've used Might Loaf before for attack stamina. I also made some scorpion skewers that can give us some venom resistance. I have by now seen that we're going to be needing to face a particularly dangerous wolf spider at some point here, so having that venom resist might be nice. And then I also made some mac and bees, which can maybe give us some crit chance. Now I'm only going to take one of each of those along with us here, and we're going to store the rest in the fresh storage here. So that I think will do for now, and then we need to head on over to the network center. I guess the last thing that I might do is grab just enough materials for a fire and a lean-to, and that way we can set up just like a little tiny camp like we did with the orc fight, or the orc fight, the base defense, the mixer defense. So if I can remember all the keybinds for this game, we can head that direction. All right, we are getting close here to the statue, and I've got our little radar going off for a science station, and that was going off as I was getting closer up here. We got it up to level 2. Where was that up to level 2? Was that over here? Level 2. Almost to level 3, so that may be fully up to... Oh, wait. Can we go in here? We cannot. That appears to be locked. Okay, so that might be something that we open up later. But I believe that these pipes might be... Ah, there we go. Statue Northern Ascent. I was gonna say, I had seen some of these pipes at one point whenever I was looking for a way up on top of this way back in this series. Whenever we were originally hunting for the blueberries. And so I had gone in the pipe on the other side of these steps. If I pull up our map here, right over here, and I had peeked inside, and I kind of figured this might be where we need to go. So we can go in this entrance here since this is a little bit closer to our base. And let's go ahead and just set up our little mini kind of sort of camp. And I did not grab enough sprigs, but one is right there for us. I nabbed a little bit of weevil meat on the way that we can use to just top off on food. And then is there some water nearby? Well, there is some raw science nearby. I'd really like to be able to top off our water though, but I'm just gonna get thirstier than I would have been if I had just gone right on in. Ah, there we go. All right, water acquired, and we can eat our little weevil roast. And I will cook up that aphid we caught while searching for water, and I'll just leave that aphid cooking out here in case we need it. All right, let's head on in to this nice little, not at all ominous pipe, and start dealing with some orcs. Not too bad so far, just a couple of orc larvae, nothing that we haven't seen before. And just to make absolutely sure we haven't seen it before, yep, I have indeed peeped these as well. Since we've shut off the mixer, I do want to make sure I'm peeping all of the orcs that we can see, since I don't think they will be respawning. All right, and we got a big ol' bad thing right over there. Oh, this is a major diesel, and somehow we have already killed one. I don't think whenever I did that exploration, I actually came in here to attack one of these guys. I remember seeing one, and I'm pretty sure that I just ran away. But it looks like this guy's just gonna let me shoot him in the butt and not actually care about me, which is very convenient, because otherwise I would have needed to pull out my my gas mask, which I did bring along, by the way. Oh, and he is stunned, which is perfect timing since I ran out of stamina. Well, there we go. Maybe it's counting the stink bug that that was up on top of the trash can? I don't know, but that's the second time that the count has been a little bit weird. All right. Well. Can I... Oh, there's roots right there. I just can't see them very well. There we are. It's just very dark in here. Okay, now I can grab these arrows. I just needed that body to despawn. Let's get that torch back out here and work our way through this tunnel. And there is a milk molar somewhere in the vicinity. I was kind of expecting that. I figure we're gonna find a decent handful in this little expedition. All right, well, that was a quick little tunnel. We don't need the light anymore. Oh, that's a ring. That is interesting to find. Oh, I saw some orc glowing. All right, we got a, looks like a bombardier up there. And just more larvae down here. Okay. Nothing we cannot handle. I would prefer, though, if this bombardier does not shoot down at us. Oh, my block timing is very off there. We're getting very close to whatever station is supposed to be right here. Alright, we got another larva. Oh! Bombardier finally had enough of us there. I'm a little bit nervous to try to pick him up. Okay, I think we can do it now.
Good to go.
All right. All the larvae down here. This is actually kind of a cool little defense thing where they've got like the actual like ranged bombardiers above and then like ground shoot. Oh, freaking bombardiers got me that time. Ooh, and my health is looking a little rough. Let's throw a quick bandage on and help our buddy. Ooh, and it's getting dark here too. Aha, there we go. Wait, I can dig here. There's buried treasure. That's very nice happenstance for us. What do we get? A whole bunch of stuff. My goodness.
Part of the colony.
All right, we should probably pull out a torch. It is so dark. More bombardiers. So many bombardiers. My goodness. Well, we're no longer near that station, but I kind of just want to see what's further along this path. This is when it would have been good for me to bring my mint staff, but we're just gonna shoot this little bombardier beetle with our bow in the dark because that seems to be working and it is just chilling. Oh, but I can't really see where I'm shooting, so I'm missing a lot of these shots now. There we go. And then we are gonna need to find a way to get up there to get these arrows back because I only brought one stack. And we are officially halfway through that stack. I apologize that you guys like really can't see anything here. This is super dark, but not really much I can do about it when I'm using a two-handed weapon at night. Okay. But now I can bring our light back out. Okay, there is a bug over there. Ooh, I can get some of our arrows back right away. Is there anything down this way? This looked like this was going down a tunnel. But maybe not. We got some upgrade materials. Ooh, can I get up right here? I might be able to if I'm not on the buggy. And I might need to jump into third person. Oh, but I made it. Can I go around the outside? Yes. I don't know if I can make it over to that one, but we can at least get this beetle. I did leave some arrows behind down there. And it looks like we might be making it more into the interior if I had just kept going to the right. But let's see if I can make it over to the other beetle body, which I may not be able to. There's our raw science. And we jump that. Nope, not quite. I bet our ant could. If I could get our ant up top. But that might be difficult. Okay, we'll find another way up for it, but let's grab the rest of our lower arrows here. I wish that you could run over arrows with a buggy, just like you can on foot. I guess that's when I need to just pull out the vacuum mode. I don't know what I'm thinking. Alright, well, more larvae.
Obliterated. My favorite new mode of transportation.
Alright, not too much over here. If these orcs don't respawn, you could definitely build a cool base between these stones, I feel like. And there's good upgrade materials here. Ooh, and this might be our way up. Okay. There we go. Okay, somehow we have 31 feather arrows now when we started with 30. I don't know quite how that works, but we got our stuff back. That's good. Maybe that chest that we looted had one in it? We'll say that's the case. Let's see. There was clover down here. It is just so dark. It will make us thirsty if we sleep through the night. And hungry. But it's just going to be really hard to explore like this. So maybe we just go all the way back down to our old camp and start this again in the morning. And we'll find some water and stuff down there. If I can find my way back out of here, that is. Ah, here we go. We came out by the ring and down through here. All right, sleep through the night. Much better. Let's go ahead and eat that aphid roast. And dump some inventory on our ant. All right, we at least got all the bug parts put on the ant. Let's just grab some water. All right, and I think that should be good enough. I know we're a little bit hungry, but we can eat one of our meals. Why am I stuck? There we go. We'll eat one of our meals if it gets too bad. Okay. So, I mean, technically we could go to the right as well. But since we cleared out a lot of the left path here, let's just head this way for the moment. Okay. So we got to like right over here. And we can get past all the wall, and we're kind of closer to the statue. Oh my gosh, and there's a lot of scorpions. Okay. Yeah, there's one in here with the milk molar. Honestly, we're going to sneak up on this with our icicles. All right, and the other ones are coming in. And they don't know who to fight. There we go. Oh, I hear one more. Oh, I think I see it up. Yeah, there's a... Oh, that might be a full-size scorpion, but up behind the hose there. Let's grab our milk molar. And come on. Oh, stamina. Nice. Good job, ant. Okay. This also reminds me, that's not the right menu. Ooh, was that another bug over there? We're just gonna retreat a little bit. We did not look at our mutations before jumping in here. Yeah, like guard dog is no longer going to help us. But honestly, maybe having the venom resist is just going to be smart. Ambush wouldn't be horrible, but Parrymaster, Javelineer, I mean, technically Assassin is what we should be maybe doing and trying to use our icicles more, but I'm gonna probably rotate between the spear and the daggers quite a bit. That's just what I tend to do. So I will just leave that kind of how we've done it a lot of the time. And hope that it works out for us in the long run. So I feel like we're just kind of continuing a maze here. But now we're going through a flowery maze instead of through stones. And I think this is maybe part that we're not necessarily supposed to be going through, because that is very rough texture right there. And our ant didn't want to follow. Ants, are you good, buddy? Ooh, actually, we need to heal up here. And having these flowers here does make me, like, slightly worried that we would have an orchid mantis just jumping on us, but I am at least fairly confident that an orchid mantis is not in the game. And also, I did not discover a ranger. Oh, I did discover a ranger outpost. Just kidding. Well, I guess maybe we go check that out as I proceed to walk directly away from it. Oh, hello. Oh, but there's a place I can go with my ant in there. All right, well, let's go check out the ranger outpost before I get too terribly distracted by the way forward. Because if I leave a bunch of unexplored stuff behind me, I will just forget about it inevitably. So what do we have in here? Squeezing perfection? What? What does that even mean? All right, yeah, just our normal resource analyzer. Nothing new with these files and drawings.
How are things going?
I have things
You
to
must have some
discuss.
questions. How can I help you?
Okay, nothing new there. I was curious if since we made it at least kind of closer, if we would have any new dialogue. What goodies do we have? What are you? A sticky mentito. That could be nice. And Larvania. Sure. Cool. Things. We've got the actual ranger station. Oh, granola bars. I should have brought granola bars. Luckily, the ranger station has at least a few. Contact head office if found. All right, anything else of note? I don't think so. Let's scan the thing. All right. More just generic Ominent posters. Ooh, was this our way out the side? Yes, okay. So our little forward camp is just right over there. So we can get up into the statue garden right here now. That is quite convenient. Hello, Buggy. Thank you for waiting. Okay, so I could jump up there and try to beat up all of the bombardiers that were blasting us earlier. But I kind of want to go beat up the scorpion and walk on past. Have we scanned you? Yes. Captain Nitro. So these all have names even. And we've also killed one of Captain Nitro. So I wonder, yeah, if like all of the orcs...
I'm not sure about the organizational structure, but these are clearly top scorpions.
I wonder if all the orcs have had names that I've peeped before or not, because I have 100% never seen this one before. Ouch. All right, come on out. You're stuck in the bush, man. Oh, yeah. Focus on my ant. Yeah, there we go. Finally got that stun in and harvested. Very nice. So nothing like special when we harvest it. My goodness, these chunks are like super annoying. But nice. Okay, ant. Let's see what's behind here, except I really should heal myself. You know what? Let's maybe eat a meal. These are going to go bad anyway. Weak point damage, but that's the most healthy. Yeah, let's eat some might loaf. All right, into the hedge-ish area. We've at least got some lights that seem to be leading us forward. Oh, hello. Who are you? You are just an orc spiderling. Okay. I really wish I could peep while on my ants. That would be very helpful. Oh, we got a bunch of orc spiderlings right there. We got a lab in the hedge. I am officially happy. This is what I was asking for maybe 2 episodes ago. Also, these spiderlings are very unaware. It's glowing purpley over here. Ah, because of raw science. And we've got another scorpion. So is this also Captain Nitro? No, this is Captain Turbo, and I've killed 2 of them. So, okay, the fact that they get names does not affect what they are. So that is just an orc scorpion. And nothing otherwise too special about it. Well, let's just go ahead and beat up Captain Turbo. Nice, we got the stun off just by all those blocks. That's perfect. The spicy effect on this shield is just fantastic. Yeah, parrying to kill them is just... Ooh, we got a new thing. Stabby Stinger. A pristine scorpion stinger perpetually oozing venom. The final hit in a 3-hit combo with melee weapons adds venom. Now, with our wolf set, that could be fantastic. What was that effect again here? Perfect blocks with a light shield. No, what? I'm looking at the shield thing. Melee hits might increase venom damage. So honestly, I had the Orc Nullifier on, which means that attack hits reduce damage dealt by Orc creatures for a short duration. This might be better. I'm going to switch to that for the time being. Now, as I step out here, is there anything that immediately catches my eye? I don't think so. I think that we just want to keep on climbing. At some point, I want to go down to the ground level and see what's going on down below, but I am most intrigued by this little lab entrance here in the hedge. Ooh, the statue checkpoint. That does indeed sound promising. And I'm guessing you can't go in.
This is not a good place to bring a buggy.
All right. Hello there, fake Sloan. This is not creepy at all. I don't like that. Okay, we do have a folder of info there on the counter. We have got a sad Ominent screen that's been painted on. That's actually really funny, and I would love to get a sign that looks like that. I wonder what that's supposed... I mean, that's kind of a bug logo. Interesting. All right. What's the sign-in sheet? Sign-in time, employee ID, department. I don't know that that tells us very much right now. Connecting this with some of the other notes in the yard, as well as like taking stock of all the other employee IDs, might give us some information, but on its own, I don't know that this tells us very much. Now, there could be some kind of code hidden in there. That I could imagine being the case. So maybe we'll take another look at those numbers at some point and see if there's some kind of a pattern or something. Let's drink some water. Anything for us on this table? No, nothing in these lockers. That is locked. Is there a scanner? No. Can I really not get through? If I actually come through this way, will it trigger anything? No. Hello. May I come in, please?
This counts as research, right?
Okay, so we're on B4, and this connects to the first level. So I wonder if we need to get to the... Oh, and there's also a B10 and 11. Okay. Well, maybe... Do we go up or do we go down? That is what we need to decide. It doesn't seem like there's a clear path to keep going up, because otherwise I feel like we would just go up right there. Maybe... I mean, if we were coming this way, maybe we keep following this branch. Let's just be logical about this here. And what do we got?
Research, right?
We got a soldier ant. Easy enough. Oh, okay. There's another entry point for an ant. Let's call our ant and let it chomp through there. Hello, friend. Welcome back. All right. I need you to chompy chompy. Thank you. Some raw science and chompy chompy again. All right. We probably could have found a way to just jump through there. All right, we got a nice little Orb Weaver Jr. Nothing too crazy. As I nearly die from it. Okay. All right, and I need you to do some chomping again, it looks like. And are we in a new area? We are. We have made it to a rose garden. Okay. That's kind of cool. Yeah, we'll go down this. Oh, hello there, Mantis.
This counts as research, right?
So, this is Lieutenant Blade, and we need to deal with them. What is that right there? Oh, it's probably just like a sign to not mess with stuff. Okay. My health is not fantastic. Yeah, let's just use a regular bandage, and we'll just give that a second to kick in. And what's your deal here? You're weak to slashing and fresh, so our icicles are gonna be good for this. Let's start with our opening shot bow here. Oh my gosh. Oh, I probably should have just chosen the nearest ranger station. All right, come here, Buggy. Well, ouch. Okay, maybe we don't use these. And why are you over there? Oh, no, I don't need to go through all that. We can go through our new little shortcut.
Take a breather, little bug. As
Over
Allie would
here. Although, is it? Oh, it's almost nighttime. Let's wait until the morning.
say. I feel myself.
And then we will go try that again, because my goodness. All right, we have made it back to the Rose Garden. I am hungry. Oh, the mantis is right on my bag. Oh, there's a milk molar right over there. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Do I just... I'm just gonna eat one of these. Let's see. You're resistant to stabbing, or I would pull out my spear so we could have the shield, although you're also resistant to spicy, so the shield wouldn't even be that great. So let's open with a bow shot.
Mantis is wise in strategic matters. I feel this.
I'm stuck. Oh my gosh, the mantis blade is just wrecking it. Alright, well that was the very easy answer there. Mantis blade just shreds it.
Part of the colony.
Alright, I will take my stuff back, please. I didn't even process. Sorry, I was so quiet during that fight. I was just kind of honestly terrified and thinking I was just about to die, and then I kind of got stuck and my brain turned off. That mantis blade just destroyed it. Okay, I would like... Oh, hello, orcs. You know what? I'm not scared of you. Yeah, okay, this thing is good. Alright, let's take that milk molar. And let's look at our milk molars as well. So we've got max health, mutations, and healing, so we can go ahead and use these. Let's go ahead and do stam. And honestly, and hunger thirst drain, because that has been occasionally an issue. And that just uses all of our milk molars, so why not?
Specimen dispatched.
And then I've been seeing some buried treasure sparkles around here somewhere. Was it by the rock? Was it in this footprint? Ah, it was in this footprint. And cool, that just got us a handful of things. And I think there was actually one over here, like right next to the ribbon. Yeah. What did that get us? Beetle bites. What do beetle bites do? Beetle bites give us chill reduction. Okay. That makes sense. It's made from bombardier beetle parts. Ants, where are you going? Nice. I like this little area. This is cool. And then let's see. Where are we going from here? Oh, that was a lab right over there. All right. Ooh, interesting. So this is blocked off for now, but will possibly lead to the next area would be my guess. They might open this up somehow in a future update. That might be like when the winter update opens up. Now I was saying, I think again, this may have been like 2 episodes ago, that we could build in the hedge and build like a little base, but all of the bugs spawning in there could be a problem. In here, since it's all orcs, I wonder if bugs won't respawn? And this could then be a really nice base spot. I do kind of want to get rid of this mosquito. Excuse me. It's doing the bee thing. Oh, is it gonna fly up into the oblivion? There we go. Poison got it eventually. All right, let's go save our steed.
Take care of it.
And are we now on top of the old lab, or is this a different lab altogether? And can we keep going this way? Looks like this way is going to be future content. And then this way leads us to raw science. And more stuff. Okay. So let's check out that lab first and then we'll keep going. No, what is making that noise? Oh. There are regular mosquitoes here too then, okay. That's a shame. Uh-oh. Alright, well, that could have been a lot worse. Okay, let's try all of that again. So we're walking this way and running out of breath, and we can go in the lab. There we are. Okay, we've got some granola bars, we've got some regular bandages, and I'm gonna use one of those regular bandages. And is there anything in here?
This counts as research, right?
Kind of no. Alright, I'm gonna somewhat retract my earlier statement saying that this was what I was looking for. And like, there's no information in this lab. Unless I'm blind. Now, can I build in here? I was gonna say, if they then reserve this as something you could like build a base in, that would be cool. I would be on board with that, but like there's just not really any information here unless I'm just like utterly blind. There's not anything really interactable. So like what's the point? I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to be critical of this. It's more so that just like I love the game and so I want it to live up to its potential, and I think that the lab stuff needs to be elevated just a bit more. Because like just thinking back to the Grounded 1 labs where there were like pictures of Wendell as he was like deteriorating over time, and that contributed to story and that kind of stuff, and like showing like bits and pieces of what they were actually researching at the time. Like that's just an empty room and there's no lore to pick up in there. I want something more. Yeah, between inflicting the sizzle with our shield and the poison with our spear, we're doing some pretty good damage right now. I want to check that lower path here in a moment, but going up feels like fun. Although maybe up is where we're supposed to go, because we are supposed to be going to the statue, so maybe I should be exploring down low first. And I'm kind of thinking that is the case. Yeah, I kind of think it is. So, ooh, I bet this is one of the pneumatic tubes that we're traveling through. Yeah, let me go check that lower path here real quick, and then we'll keep going up on the statue. Like, the overall environment here is really cool. Like, I do like that we're getting up onto the statue now. I think, like, having that rose garden there was really nice. Ah, this is just also kind of a interesting little closed space with kind of some weird texturing. This could be a cool base spot if it lets me build here. Nope, that is not supported. So, like, if that were all supported, and you could just like build a cool little base room in there, that would be nice. But like what's the purpose of that little area? Yeah, like that whole little pathway that we just went on feels like there should be more going on. And maybe once we get, because there's like a whole section back here that's going to be added to the map. Like everything around this is going to be expanded on. So maybe we'll get more once that update comes out. I will hope. But I really hope that that is indeed the case, because it feels out of place right now. Okay, so we have made it to the statue. And that's definitely a sign that we're in the right spot. We've got the marking of our stranger friend. Is there any soda in here for me? Kind of looking like no. That's a bummer. Can we build up on the statue? That is a question. Nope, unsupported. I wonder if that's something that will change, or if they're like intentionally blocking this area from being buildable. Can we come check out the plaque? Dr. Wendell Tully. Proud father. Proud husband. Humble inventor of the spacer. When it comes down to it, all that really matters is that we make the most of the time that we have together. Dr. Wendell Tully.
This counts as research.
Oh man, we're gonna be able to look out of Burgle's eyes, I bet. That is kind of crazy. Ooh, and there's gonna be another view right there. I can already see the alarm lights going off. Okay, last little place to check is over on this side, see if anything interesting's going on, and it kind of doesn't look like it. All right, and then we still just kind of have a little preview of some of the other areas that are going to be coming in the future, and all of that does look really neat. I think like the macro areas in this game are really cool. I just think some of the little detailed areas might need a little bit of help to live up to Grounded one's potential.
Almost there. A single ladder stands between me and Burgle. Hopefully.
Hopefully, indeed.
If I
All
manage
right.
to circumvent the stranger who brought us here, that is.
Uh-huh. All right. So... Alright, this looks like it is the other side of the PTS that we saw earlier, so let's go ahead and hop in and unlock that room. But that looked like we went up. Yeah, I want to go back down. Can I break this door? Oh, there's literally nothing there. Okay. Well, never mind then. I guess we are going up.
Welcome to the Network Center, you little larva. I've got your friend the robot head up in Beaumont's penthouse. Come and get him, if you can.
Why is she holding Burgle hostage? I have to get him back.
All right. To the penthouse we go. All right. We've got some nice little camera views of all over the yard. So like that reminds me of the Oak Lab having views of all the other labs. Like that I really like. That is cool. So okay, we went down that tube. Wait, does this maybe go down? Okay, maybe this takes us to that other spot. Yeah, now we can open this one up. Nice. Ooh, and we can get water. I desperately need the water. Okay, now back up we go. All right, now do both of these doors open? And do they go to the same place? It looks like they do. We've got a tape. We'll listen to that here in just a moment. Actually, we'll listen to that while we look around.
Welcome to Ominent's audio guide to emergency evacuation. It's me, Sloan Beaumont, your boss and your dear friend. If you are listening to this message, you are likely facing a life-threatening emergency. But remain calm. Simply follow Ominent's standard evacuation procedure. Follow your manager to safety through the facility's regular employee entrance. In case of blocked exits, use the emergency egress ladder. You're only a few rungs away from freedom. Then simply stay alive until the rescue team comes along. Good luck.
All right, well, that's definitely a very helpful evacuation procedure. So I guess it's from here that probably most of the people in the yard were escaping? Although, I guess that probably their emergency procedures were basically that same process at all of their facilities. But yeah, like the set dressing here, I like way better than just that empty room. Like this is way better. Having even just like the camera views of other places, like it's the same asset reused a bunch of times, but it still gives the right idea.
Never made me feel any safer.
Oh yeah, a lot like a good security room. That's great. Oh, hello there, Weevil.
Did these remote control bonuses respond to
Oh, we almost got it down in time. I was torn between just hitting it multiple times and doing a charged attack. I definitely should have just poked it twice. That's so much faster. All right, we got another pneumatic system in there. We've got some more garden snail shell fragments. Whatever reason, that was hard for me to say. All right, security update. New sightings 34, 48 including footprints. captured orc specimen 89, miscellaneous species, confirmed surveillance points 8 identified, data breaches 5 detected. The subject remains active at unpredictable times of day and often escapes surveillance detail during shift rotations or through unconventional means of traversal, including web slinging, as ID 651 puts it. Enjoined to this report is an automated copy of the recently released psychological profile conducted on the subject based off of field notes. Dispose after reading. The field team is of the opinion that this profile greatly understates the unstable emotional state of the subject and the possibility of catastrophic damage if she were to attack our installations. Further action under pending approval by management. So we probably don't have that psychological profile because it says to dispose after reading. This web slinging comment here is very interesting. I'm curious if, like, that means actual web slinging, and if we would ever get like a wrist mounted grapple web sling type device as some piece of like movement tech. I really hope that that's some tech foreshadowing.
Pneumatic tube-induced nausea is common. For me, at least.
You know, given how aggressively that is yoinking you through the tube there, Pete, I think that is fully understandable. All right, we've got some bunks here. So let's go set a spawn point. And honestly, we're gonna sleep till morning since it is nighttime. And we've got water so we can rehydrate. Food might be, once again, just a little bit of an issue, but we will come to that when needed. Is that an actual file I can pick up? Not quite. Okay. But this is clean your darn bunk. Please, people, take your personal belongings back to your desk after using the nap room. I don't care if you work all the way up on the 5th floor. This is a top secret facility. We do not have top secret janitorial staff. Nobody wants to spend half their afternoon break cleaning up empty coffee mugs, sweaty blankets, or dirty socks out of the bunk before they can lie down for a minute. Some of us have young children. We are tired. Respectfully, ID 867 engineering team. That's pretty funny. Are there actually any socks or something here? That would be... I would love if there was like a random sock in one of these bunks. It looks like sadly no, but there are some files scattered on one of them, so that's at least something. There we go, some good graffiti, starting to get some signs of our...
I'm getting a bad feeling about this room.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, where did Ominent get this? I made sure to get rid of it.
Oh no. Brook Hollow Hospital, Willow Branch. Eat. Hold up.
His research?
Ominent little scientist? Eat. Worked at Ominent? Huh? Alright, and then Allie has her report card and got a B in gym. Survivor teen turns personal tragedy into humorless comedy. Oh no. Above, Maxwell Small's debut last Tuesday. There's a certain novelty in hearing teenager tell quote-unquote jokes about their real-life experience being shrunk and fighting for their life in a backyard, but local survivor teen Maxwell Smalls seemed less at ease on stage than he would be impaling an ant with a spear as he rambled through a set of observational comedy about bugs and crafting weapons and armor, which left audience cold and confused. So this sounds like it is... do we have it? The... Yeah, this. Yeah, so that's Pete's key card. This is Max Joke's review column, Allie's report card, and Willow's bracelet. So this is the exhibit that was being planned. What in the world? So that was not even just a plan, that got put into action. Yeah, that's not creepy at all. Alright, is there anything else for us in here?
I hoped things would get better after the yard incident, but we're still at Ominent's mercy.
See, that's weird now about like Pete being like, oh, we're at Ominent's mercy, if he literally worked at Ominent. Now that, like, and that's not just like an ID, like that's literally his key card. I mean, I could see how Ominent in a PR move would want to maybe recruit them, but the fact that Pete wouldn't mention it. Oh, hello. All right, I was trying to go in here first. All right, domestication, no bad ideas. An alpha ant? Queen costume. Sugar, how? Treats, pheromones, aphid. I wonder what an alpha ant is meant to mean. Unless they're just trying to brainstorm how you would domesticate the thing if you're like meant to try to like be the alpha ant, like, you know. Because if they're trying to say like, oh, wear an ant queen costume and then it'll listen to you, give it sugar and then it'll listen to you, give it treats, yeah, like that might make sense. I was trying to think like, wait, is there going to be an alpha ant that's like some more difficult ant? But I've just maybe been playing too much Ark where there's alpha dinos that we have to fight. Okay, we need to eat something. Ooh, this is about to go bad, so we're just gonna eat it now. Wait, did I? Okay, that looked like I was eating actual meat. All right. Get rid of these orc weevils. Oh man, we got all the larvae in here. All right, they're down. Now it's just the ant, I think. See, the thing is, if they had the access to this orc technology, I feel like that could have been a decent way to at least attempt initial domestication. Oh, we got another weevil over there. Another weevil over here. Multiple ants. Oh, I didn't hold my block long enough. All right, there we go. Room is clear. Anything else in here? Just bazillions of coffee mugs, which is kind of really funny. I really want them to make actually more comments about the like tons of coffee mugs. I liked that that was at least somewhat addressed in that one lore message. Okay, looks like there might be more raw science somewhere, unless that was just reflecting some of the purple off my equipment. But okay, we are headed up to level 3. Well, you might notice that we are ending up right back out of the tube that we just hopped into. So this is Future Cauldron here. This episode ended up taking considerably longer than I had anticipated. I ended up recording for around 3 hours, and the cut of this episode was going to end up being around 2 hours. And so I have ended up needing to split this into 2 episodes. So we are going to end up wrapping things up here for today. Right around halfway-ish through our adventures through the Burgle statue. So I'm sorry to cut our adventure short here. But next time we will continue our way here through the network center and ultimately confront the mysterious stranger in our attempt to get actual Burgle's head back here. So again, sorry for pivoting the original plans here. And even in our episode next week, I'll probably continue to be referring to this as one big episode, because again, that was my original intention here, but yeah, having to kind of pivot here. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I really appreciate your guys' support on the channel. If you did enjoy today's episode, kind of starting to explore this whole kind of upper statue area, and we'll definitely need to come back and explore this some more. We really kind of left this whole far side unexplored so far. But yeah, if you've enjoyed kind of exploring this new area, checking out the statues so far, please do me a favor and leave a like on the video. It helps me out a lot. And if you do want to make sure that you catch the rest of our Network Center exploration in the next Grounded 2 episode coming here very soon, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Otherwise, I hope that you all do have a fantastic day, and I will see you all again here very soon with some more Grounded 2. See ya.